Hello children, welcome to the YouTube channel Guru of Social. We are going to continue the topic reading and analysis of maps with the Greek cartography skills. Here actually the geographers of Greek became the cartographers like Anaximander, Catius, Herodotus, etc. So here these three geographers they were trying to make the world maps. So they made the world maps based on their wide exploration. So they traveled from one direction to another direction and they projected the world maps. First, their exploration was from east to west. After that, they started arranging the places from east direction to west direction. So this was possible only through their exploration based on the cardinal direction concept. Then after they started arranging the places from north to south. So in this way, they tried to project the world maps with their wide exploration. Then after descriptive methods followed descriptive methods during their traveling, whatever they have come across, it might be regarding the landscape, might be regarding the vegetation, might be regarding the people who are living there, it might be regarding their, yes, histories. So in this way, based on these wide exploration given by the geographers, here it's the word very clear. The people who study about the earth, they are called as geographers. So most of our geographers of the Greek at that time, like Anaximander, Hecataeus, Herodotus, they tried to go with the wide exploration of the earth by traveling east to west, north to south, which made them to arrange the places based on the cardinal direction concept. But this descriptive maps, whatever they have prepared of the world, have not survived. But after them, the historians who came, they took the base of these wide exploration descriptive maps, which they have obtained a few maps with the descriptive facts. They were trying to project the world around them with the same concept of Babylonians. That is why in your textbook it is very clearly shown, children, as the world around them like round disc. Yes, they also actually prepared the world maps, but they tried to follow the same concept of Babylonians and projected the world map with the concept of round disc. You know very well how the Babylonians have prepared the maps by their imagination that the world around them is like a round disc. Even the historians after the geographers, after the Greeks like Anaximander, Hecataeus, Herodotus, the historians they tried to show the world in a round disc format by covering the ocean, water around the world. And here they tried to show the water body. They showed Europe at the top, Libya, which they tried to show of today Africa with the name Libya, and towards east they have shown Asia, and they divided the world into three parts for showing three continents by the river body Mediterranean Sea, which is trying to give you the clarity that the sea is dividing the three continents in three directions, as Europe at the top, Libya at the west, and Asia at the east direction. Are you clear? Yes. Now it's a time to discuss about the Romans. Yes. They also found the necessity of making the maps. After the Greeks, Romans got the necessity to prepare the maps. What was their necessity? The necessity was to conquer the whole world. After conquering, they want to establish their colonies. And go with the colonization. Establish even their trading centers. Just like one of the Greek king Alexander, who was with an intention of to conquer the whole world, which made him to travel and reach our country India some 2300 years ago. In the same way, the Romans were also in need of the cartography skills. For that, what are the main reasons? Their necessity was to conquer the whole world, number one, to establish their colonies and go with the colonization, and even to establish their trading centers to develop the trade links with the world and go with the marketization with commercial factors and enjoy the most possible excessive revenue. So this necessity made the Romans to go with the cartography skills. So till now we are very clear about the different country cartographers, geographers who came forward to go with the projection of world maps. But here coming to the point at this time, accuracy. Everyone is in fond of accuracy. We are having all the maps. For example, if you are taking Indian cartography skills, we discussed in the previous videos. We found the cartography skills of our country, India only. Very few descriptive projections of the other parts of the world. And coming to the next, we discussed about the architects, but they were only in busy of some elaborative plans of buildings and Vedic scriptural sacrificial altars, palaces, etc. Then after about the maps which are given by sailors, which were depending upon their necessity of sea exploration, fishing, etc. Then after again we discussed about Sumerians and Babylonians surviving maps. These all were not giving an accuracy of the world projections or world cartography skills. Now the Greeks want to go with the accuracy concept, which made them to go with the invention of some imaginary lines. Imaginary lines. This made them, accuracy made them to go with the imaginary lines concept for the preparation of the world maps. So how did they go with the invention of these lines? Yes, for this, the Greek cartographers were coordinated with the sailors. Yes, they have assisted them a lot with their sea exploration as per their necessity or speculation, also helped them in the descriptive maps for the world projection. So how the invention has led for the imaginary lines. So when they started traveling to know about the whole world with the same round disk concept, but here we got little bit accuracy with the invention of imaginary lines. So what did they do first? Of course, they took the round disk theme as the main course and they started traveling from north to south. So in this traveling time, they started joining the places from north to south this way by drawing some lines. So what was the concept which led to the imaginary lines to draw from north to south? They joined the places which were having the midday at the same time. At the same time. So in this way, they joined the places having midday at the same time throughout the world from north direction to south direction. This led to the invention of the imaginary lines, which they called them as noon lines. What they call them as? Noon lines, or they call it as meridians. Yes. Then after again, they started joining the places from north to south having the midday at the same time. Now they started, yes, joining the places from west to east, which were having the same length of the shadow at the noon time, and this led to the invention of latitudes, the horizontal lines. Then after they got the interconnection or interlocking of longitudes, which we term today, but at the time as the noon lines or the meridians, interlocked with the latitudes and formed like a box. This kind of box helped them in fixing the location of the places. So the invention of the noon lines, latitudes, with these two basic concepts were actually with the pure coordination of the sailors. Only it was possible by the Greek geographers who became the cartographers to make accuracy world maps. For this, the sailors have given the knowledge of their sea exploration, which they have come across, or what they have seen, what they have heard of, and they made it very familiar to give that complete knowledge to the geographers as well as the cartographers of the Greek to bring out and derive the accuracy of the world projection. And this hard work was absolutely of some 2000 years, which made them for the projection of the world maps with accuracy. We are so clear how they are accurate because of the invention of noon lines and latitudes, and even which you call the box today as a grid. Is it clear? Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, children.